I am Deepa Best, Assistant Professor, School of Education, Galgotias University. Welcome you in the course that is Pedagogical Basis of Physical Science. Today we are going to have the lecture on Nature of the Science. That is a course in the B.Ed first semester, and in this course we are gonna do 6 units, and this is the first topic of the unit 1. So let's start. The prerequisite of this course. This course can be done by the students who have completed their bachelor degree with science. It can be student of the life sciences or it can be student of the physical science who are having physics, chemistry, maths in their BSc, or having geology, botany, chemistry in their BSc. For doing this course, they should have the basic knowledge of science. The main objective of this course or this lecture is to have a better understanding of the nature of the science. And after completing this lecture, student will able to know the concept of science through various definitions, and they will have the understanding of threefold nature of the science. Definitions of science. According to Fitzpatrick, science is a cumulative and endless series of empirical observations which result in the formation of concepts and theories, with both concepts and theories there being subject to modification in the light of further empirical observations. So, here science is both a body of knowledge and the process of acquiring. In this particular definition, Fitzpatrick very clearly shown that it is a cumulative and endless series of empirical observation. How we are taking the observation, how we are collecting the data, and it is not a one observation, but it is a cumulative or endless series of such kind of observation from where we are collecting the empirical data. And after collecting such data or after collecting this empirical observations, we form some concepts, and on the basis of these similar concepts we form some theories, and these particular concepts and theories again they are subjected to modification. Time to time scientists modify the theories and concepts. After doing some research or after doing getting some empirical observation, the concepts can be changed. As we can understand with the example, like earlier it was believed that the all planets are revolve around the earth, but Kepler, who has studied and observed, and through his research he has cleared or uh, he has made a new theory that the all planets are revolved around the sun, not revolve around the earth. So time to time we can see that new concepts and new theories are being developed with the help of the new empirical observation. So, but this this is not a simple process. This should be a systematic. So, how we are collecting this empirical observation, how we are getting this data, this is also very important. So, in this way, we can say not only the knowledge we get after collecting the data is science, but the process, how which we are collecting that particular information, or how we are uh, getting the empirical observation, that is also is the part of the science. So that's why Fitzpatrick said that science is both a body of knowledge and the process of acquiring it. The definition Fitzpatrick very clearly shown that it is a cumulative and endless series of empirical observation. How we are taking the observation, how we are collecting the data, and it is not a one observation, but it is a cumulative or endless series of such kind of observation from where we are collecting the empirical data. And after collecting such data, or after collecting this empirical observations, we form some concepts. And on the basis of these similar concepts, we form some theories. And these particular concepts and theories, again, they are subjected to modification. Time to time, scientists modify the theories and concepts. After doing some research, or after getting some empirical observation, the concepts can be changed. As we can understand with the example, like earlier it was believed that the all planets are revolve around the earth, but Kepler, who has studied and observed, and through his research he has cleared, or uh, he has made a new theory that the all planets are revolved around the sun, not revolve around the earth. So time to time we can see that new concepts and new theories are being developed with the help of the new empirical observation. With the help of another definition that is given by the Conant science, we can better understand the meaning of the science. According to the Conant, science is an interconnected series of concepts and conceptual schemes that have developed as a result of experimentation and observation, are fruitful of further experimentation and observation. Again, it is not a particular concept, but it is an interconnected series of concepts, and also we can say the conceptual schemes where so many concepts are combined together. And after combining these concepts or conceptual schemes, some after getting these conceptual schemes which are developed as a result of the experimentation and observation, and these things also lead to another experimentation and observation. So it is not a product, but it is a process to getting that particular product of the knowledge, or that particular knowledge. So again, with this definition also, we can understand that science is not only the body of knowledge, but it is also the process to acquiring that particular knowledge. After analyzing the various definitions of science, we can reach to the point that about the nature of the science. That is the threefold nature of the science. As the various definitions told us about the different type of nature of the science, after compiling, the scientist could reach to the point that the science has a threefold nature. These threefolds can be distinguished as: number one, as a body of knowledge; number two, as a method of inquiry; Number 3, attitude toward life. Now, in next slides, we will try to understand these threefold nature one by one. One fold of the science nature, that is science as a body of knowledge. Science has been characterized as a body of knowledge obtained by scientists. Time to time, scientists have done so much work to accumulate or to increase the volume of the body of knowledge. This includes this body of knowledge of the science includes facts, concepts, and theories that are subject to error and change. The theories and concepts formed today can be changed in the future, and the theories which were formed in the past are also has been changed in the current context. So we cannot say that these theories are forever. Various types of scientific knowledge exist in the form of facts, concepts, principles and laws, and hypotheses and theories. The idea of science as a body of knowledge is true. However, science is dynamic in nature. Scientific information is constantly being rearranged and reoriented in the light of latest developments. Science never proves anything in an absolute sense. It accumulates data by observation and measurement. From the assemblage of such data, the scientists construct a hypothesis, a formula that expresses the relationship they find. As soon as further observations shows that the working hypothesis it is replaced by another, which seems more nearly correct. Second is the science as a method of inquiry. Time to time, different philosopher has tried to define the method of the science. But the more specific or more elaborated definition was given by the Carl Pearson. According to him, the scientific method involves these 6 steps, which are number 1, the identification of the problem. According to him, the first and foremost thing during the scientific method or doing anything with the help of the scientific way, the first thing that is the identification of problem. We have to identify a problem first of all. Then on the basis of this particular problem, then we will start gathering data, gathering observation relevant to that problem. Then after gathering the information or after gathering the observation, we will formulate some statement of hypothesis which are based on the observation data gathered. The hypothesis, these are the tentative solution for these problems. And when we formulate these hypotheses, these are the testable prediction of other related observable phenomena that are developed from the hypothesis. So with the help of the hypothesis, we will make some testable prediction related to the other observable phenomena. Then the hypothesis is tested through the observation. With the help of observation, we will test either our hypothesis is accepted or it is rejected. As a result of the empirical observation, the hypothesis is supported, rejected, or modified. Whatever the results of our empirical observation, on the basis of that we will uh, either accept or reject or modify our hypothesis. The third one is science as an attitude toward life. The acquisition of a scientific attitude is one of the most important outcomes of science. Person with scientific attitude will have following characteristic. If a person have certain qualities, then we will say that he or she has an scientific attitude. One of them is open-mindedness. It means the acceptance of others' point of view. If one is accepting the other's point of view on a particular thing, then only we can say that he or she is open-minded. For scientific attitude, it is a important feature to have an open-mindedness. Next thing, that is objectivity. It means whenever we are evaluating or assessing anything, then there should be no effect of our personal feeling, personal attitude toward the evaluation. The evaluation should be done on the basis of the prior fixed criteria, or only on that basis the judgment should be done. Then only it will be the objective. So in science, the evaluation or the judgment is done on the basis of the objectivity. Scientific attitude also gives us freedom from the belief in superstition. If we are struggling and still believing the superstition, then we cannot say that we are having a scientific attitude. The science has played a major role in removing the superstition from our country, we can say, because we in our India, so many things, so many superstitions was there, and only on the basis of the science we are able to remove these superstitions, but some are still there. Next thing is belief in cause and effect relationship. For developing a scientific attitude, we should have belief in cause and effect relationship. That if something has been done, then it is the effect of it. There should be a certain cause of this act. Or if the cause is there, then there will be an effect of that particular thing. So the scientist or a scientific attitude gives us belief in the cause and effect relationship. Next thing is up-to-dateness, because new changes are going daily, day by day in the science. So we should also have to be up to date in our knowledge. If we are having the knowledge of the last 5 years back and not up to date for the current from the current knowledge, then we will not say that we are having a scientific attitude, because science is a dynamic process and so many changes are going on day by day basis. So for having the scientific approach or having a scientific attitude, we should have the up to dateness and respect to the other people's opinion. Only I am saying something and it is correct and it is appreciable, it is not the scientific attitude. Scientists also respect the others people opinion. If they were having such kind of attitude that only I am correct, then no scientific discoveries and invention can be done which have been done in the past. And with this attitude we cannot do any invention or any experiment or any discovery. So for having scientific attitude, we should also respect to the others people opinion on a particular anything, any topic, any concept. Then ability to discern between the facts and fiction, because there are so many things which are based on fiction. So for having a scientific attitude, we should also should have an ability what are facts and what are fiction. We can also have the ability to distinguish between the facts and fiction. Now, the implications of the nature of the science. In all the activities of science teaching, like projects, demonstration, assignments, and other, the threefold nature of the science should be stressed. The historical and development aspect of the science as well as the cultural aspect should be also stressed from time to time by the science teacher. Science teacher should take care that he or she must be covering all these activities by having in mind the threefold nature of the science, and also using and clarifying the student through these activities that this nature of the science, that science is not only a body of knowledge and not only the process, but it is the both science as a product and the process both, and it has a threefold nature, that is the body of the knowledge and scientific method and attitude toward the life. Science teacher can also promote scientific literacy among her students by helping them to understand the nature of the science through instructions. So, today we have just learned the meaning and nature of the science with the help of a small video and try to understand the threefold nature of the science. And also we have learned the implications of the nature of the science. These are my references, and first one the video reference which was taken from the YouTube and used in the introduction part, and specifically for this making this PPT I would like to acknowledge uh, that I have used the most of the portion from the Teaching of Physical Science book written by Radha Mohan. Thank you. Have a nice day.